G'day everyone, welcome back to AirPower Aviation Consultants 360. I'm Liam O'Connor and today we're cracking a code that's been stumping the business aviation world for decades. Now, if you've ever seen The Imitation Game, and if you haven't, you really should, there's this line that sticks with you. Sometimes it is the people no one imagines anything of who do the things that no one can imagine. That whole film is about breaking the Enigma code in World War II, right? It looked impossible, but once they figured it out, the answer was so simple, it was almost embarrassing. And honestly, business aviation's got its own enigma. The industry's tangled up in regulations, high costs, and all these moving parts, making it look like a puzzle only a genius could solve. But, and here's the kicker, once you see the solution, it's like, oh, why didn't we do this years ago? It's right there, hiding in plain sight. I recall my early startup days. This is a bit of a tangent, but stick with me. I was working on a logistics platform, and everyone was obsessed with owning the trucks, the warehouses, and the whole lot. But there was one person who focused solely on controlling the data and the routes, rather than the assets. Everyone thought he was mad. Turns out he was the only one who saw the real game changer. Sometimes the simplest solution is the one everyone overlooks because it doesn't fit the old playbook. That's what we're talking about today, seeing the obvious, but only after you've cracked the code. So, let's dig into what this new approach actually looks like. Imagine running a business aviation operation where you don't own a single aircraft. Not even a screwdriver, as the proposal puts it. Instead, you use AI and a clever feedback loop between flight operations and maintenance. Every flight generates maintenance, and every bit of maintenance feeds back into optimizing the next flight. It's this self-sustaining cycle, and AI just supercharges it. Now, this isn't just theory. There's a real-world example, Jet Support Services Inc., or JSSI, which was created and co-founded by Rick Erickson on January 5th, 1989. Yes, that's a while ago. They didn't actually perform the maintenance themselves. They just controlled it. Thousands of planes, all under their umbrella. A fleet maintenance concept that received priority service without owning a single wrench in their toolbox. That's the magic. You control the process, not the hardware. And Rick would like to do it again, only bigger and better, safer and smarter. He's proven that he knows exactly how to do it and is ready to do it again. And here's the wild part. Get ready for a game changer. Rick, the premier aviation consultant with an unparalleled track record of innovation and success across all facets of business aviation, is open to redefining the aviation industry. With an investment of approximately $2 million, Rick will not only create a newer, superior JSSI, but he'll also introduce the missing link in business aviation, a groundbreaking solution designed to skyrocket utilization by an astounding 600%. This isn't just a paradigm shift, it's a complete reinvention of the aviation industry. The innovation of increased utilization will create a dynamic feedback loop, where every plane you add exponentially increases the overall value, transforming the aviation business into a powerhouse of compounding returns. Think of it as compounding interest, but for jets, where your assets generate unprecedented growth and efficiency. This is the future of business aviation, and Rick is leading the charge. I mean, think about it. Most aviation businesses are stuck in this old mindset of own more, spend more. However, with this model, you're leveraging AI to maximize utilization, and the system continually refines itself. It's not just about flying planes, it's about controlling the flow of information and service. That's where the real profit engine kicks in. Now, let's talk about the once principle. Owning nothing, controlling everything. This is where things get really interesting. By not owning the aircraft, you dodge all the usual headaches: liability, regulatory oversight, massive capital outlays. You're not tied down by the old rules, but you're still running the show. The proposal outlines that you can eliminate 95% of deadhead hours. That's those empty flights that burn fuel, rack up costs, and pump out emissions for no good reason. Cut those out, and you're not just saving money, you're slashing carbon emissions by the same amount. That's huge. We're talking about a model that could take overhead down to less than 5% and push EBITDA over $1 billion a year. That's not just incremental change, that's a total reset. I'll be honest, when I first heard about the once mindset, it flipped my thinking on risk and innovation. I used to think you had to own the assets to control your destiny. But nah, it's about controlling the system, not the stuff. That's how you open up new markets, kill off the old inefficiencies, and actually make a dent in the industry's footprint. So, that's the code we're cracking today. The solution's simple, but it takes a shift in mindset to see it. If you're in aviation, or honestly, any industry stuck in the old ways, maybe it's time to look for the enigma hiding in plain sight. Thanks for tuning in to AirPower Aviation Consultants 360. We'll be back soon, digging into more breakthroughs and, hopefully, helping you spot the next big thing before everyone else does.